So this is a memory that when I think of it now, it seems like I might be able to trace some of my social dysfunction or psychological issues that I'm having today back to this moment. Although at the time, it didn't seem as traumatic. It didn't seem that bad at all, actually. But I used to ride the school bus home from school. I was probably 7 or 8, and I got on the bus, and I had taken the bus for a while. I kind of don't even know how this happened, but I got on the wrong bus. I didn't know that I got on the wrong bus until it had already kind of started to drive away from the school and had made a few stops. And I noticed, oh, this isn't, this doesn't seem familiar to me. Now, when I think about it, maybe I was a little older because it seems to me to be pretty intensive of a thought process to ask a kid to sort of navigate this, spatial geographical space through memory. It's like you know what number your bus is, you get on it, and then it takes you home, and you sort of just trust that that's going to happen. But if you get on the wrong bus, there's like nothing to do, right? And the bus drivers, I remember, just seemed completely unapproachable, very intimidating. They were all like grumpy old guys, and they were always saying, hey, keep it down back there, It's like I didn't want to go up and say, oh, I got on the wrong bus. Because as I sat there sort of wondering what to do, I realized that this was the bus that went in the complete opposite direction of my house. So the school was sort of here, and my house was way out here, and this bus was going to this end of town. So it was a pretty long way. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I'll just walk home. I'll just get off at the next stop and walk home. It can't be that far. And I remember thinking, it's 4 miles. I don't know why this number 4 came into my head, but I just thought, it's 4 miles. That won't take that long. Take maybe 2 hours. And to me, I didn't think that this was so alarming. So I just got off and I started to walk. And I remember distinctly that the road was kind of a giant sort of hedge, like a bush that was about 10 feet tall, sort of came right up to the edge of the road, and there was no bike lane. So when I was walking on this road, I was sort of leaning into this bush, and it's one of those things where it's like been sheared off by a saw, so there are, it's just a flat wall. And this has recurred in dreams, definitely, this, sort of massive, dense foliage, like scraping at my ear. So I'm like kind of walking along, and and cars are kind of going by me. And this is actually a highway, Highway 192. But people aren't driving that fast. But like it's definitely not like sidewalks or street lamps or any of this. It's just a kind of country highway. So I'm just walking along, and then a van pulls over, and it's the mom of a girl I knew from dance class. And I don't really remember what she said or what I said. I just remember her being frantic and opening the door and saying, honey, I knew something was wrong. And she was like teary. And that's kind of the last vision that I have from that memory. I mean, I got home safely. I remember my mom being really, really distraught. And that's pretty much it. I don't remember anything else. I know that I've thought about it like, that one day that I tried to walk home. And I must have walked by myself for a while. Not 2 hours, not 4 miles, but definitely for a while. And I just remembered that whole feeling of just the way the road looked and the way that big, giant wall of Eugenia looked kind of pushing up against my body.